What is up? What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Bigfoot, and I wanted to make this video. I actually made one video, but for some reason, EA is not allowing, or YouTube actually is not allowing broadcast from your PS4 anymore. Maybe my connection is crap. I wanted to make this video because this video needed to be made. Um, like I was saying in the previous video, which I mean, which connection I got disconnected pretty much. As diligent as EA has been to make this a level playing field where everybody has like access to like high rated players. I mean, you've seen it through the whole year. You can see it in my squad. A lot of people have access to great players. You either have to like do a little bit of trading to have some coins and do the SBCs, and or play a lot, and be able to get the storyline players and the season players. And I mean, you we can't complain in terms of that. A lot of casuals tend to complain back in the day in terms of like they used to complain about like how people were able to like stack these sick teams and in such a short amount of time, and they would stack up, and then I mean they would have to go against those teams with like 83 rated squads. And I mean, as much as I hate the icon swap system, um, I mean, I have to give it up to EA because it gave people that would never dream with an icon to actually be able to obtain them, through gameplay and through actually grinding the game. So I mean, we got to give EA a hand for that. And I mean, it's a level playing field. I used to love the old system in which there'll be an icon up there, an icon SBC up there of whichever player, I mean, you used to like when you were a kid, and you would just grind towards that player and get it. You liked Crespo, you would grind towards Crespo. You liked, I mean, R9, you would grind towards R9. Or you liked Balak. I mean, you follow me, right? But here's the thing. I'm gonna show you something now. I am going to go to Foot Champs. I had my best Foot Champs of the whole year, even though I didn't finish it. Even though I didn't finish it, I had my best Foot Champs. Foot Champs weekend. I went 11-3. 11 wins, 3 losses. As you can see, 16 games remaining. Didn't play all of them. And I noticed something really peculiar that I mean I've heard a lot about it, but I mean I hadn't experienced it, and for the first time I did actually experience it. And what is that? In most of my games, uh, despite playing like really tough competition, because all of those 11 games, I gotta tell you, man, maybe 2 of them were not sweaty because people just disconnected, but all of them were sweaty games, or 90% of them. 9 out of the 11 wins I got. I mean, I played 14 matches. I'd say 5 of them were not, I mean, actually 2 or 3 of them. So 11 of them were really sweaty games. But that's not the point. The point is that some people that were actually great players, uh, when I got leads and I came back on them, because most of them would just take the lead even though my squad is so sick. They managed to score the first goal. I mean, I couldn't contain them. And then, uh, I just got composed and really, threw my nerves out the window and just concentrated and I was able to regroup and actually, like come back in some of those games, especially while I was trying to reach, that sixth victory and that eighth victory. And what I wanted to point out is that in those two games, I can remember clearly, my opponent was lagging the game. How do I know he was lagging the game? Every time I had possession, the game would get laggy. When my opponent recovered the ball, the game would get normal. That happened to me back in the day in FIFA 19, I think, while I was taking a penalty shootout. Whenever I was going to take a penalty, my game would lag. And then when my opponent was going to take a penalty, his game would lag. I mean, the game would go back to normal. That's what I'm trying to say. And I mean, EA, that's something that you guys should pay attention to, EA. I mean, competition is flawed in this game. You get people that grind the game and that actually go through the learning curve, and all of that is being thrown out the window, and it's not meaning anything because the system is flawed. You get people who are doing the no loss glitch, and you get people that do these like antics, these cheating antics of like lagging the games in certain parts of the game to get an advantage. The system is so flawed. I mean, I'm not expecting to get top 100, but at least, I mean, I think since I've been playing since FIFA 16, this is my fourth or fifth FIFA installment, that I have bought and played thousands of games in the year. And I'm still not able to reach Elite 3 because, either I get a DC, or either I find these people, find these people who actually mess with the integrity or tamper with the integrity of the games. You need to fix that. Another thing that I think you guys need to fix, because you have made a wonderful job. I mean, I hated it, but I have to admit that the experience for a more broader amount of players, it's great because people get to have good squads. Maybe they, because like me, I love R9, and this year, I'm not touching R9. It's impossible for me to actually drop 10 million coins in one single card when I may be lacking in other positions. But okay, there's other options. I it just stop me from like getting the full experience unless I drop real dough in this game. Okay, but at least I'm able to afford cheaper players who are in all honesty good enough players to get wins as long as you play the game properly. But okay, you stop me from doing that. Okay, but you allowed more players to get good squads and made this just like a sweat fest, because everybody has a great team and everybody's like the curb, like everybody plays almost at the same level, especially with the rival system, that you don't find anyone, that's not, I mean, more than 50 points away from you in rivals. And believe me, I have proved that. Like, you find people that are within 50 points down all the way to 50 points up, like 100 points range. And you won't find anyone else, believe me. Okay, that's okay. You did that. Okay, we have to live with that. But you need to stop people getting top 100 with multiple accounts, because that's what pro players do. They hijack the game for themselves. They hijack the game so they can profit off of YouTube and Twitch and make the experience of the game for like regular players, hardcore, hardcore average players. Hell, like they used to do back in the daily knockout tournament, where they would just like finish elite top 100 and then spend the whole week playing that tournament and stopping people from qualifying to foot champs, because people like a regular player with a regular squad would have to play a final with a guy that was super stacked, with a team with Messi, Ronaldo, and you had to face that squad for your final match to qualify for foot champs. And a lot of people like just were able, like me, I was only able to qualify by February of FIFA 17. That's what when I was able to qualify for foot champs, and it is crazy, but it is what it is. Then they made it so as to like only allow people to play that daily knockout tournament twice. But a lot of people complained because they wanted a new place where they could go practice, and it seemed like the daily knockout tournament was, I mean, the place to go if you wanted to like keep your level during the week, so as to be ready for foot champs. But I mean, it was like killing, the experience of a broad number of players, that just dreamed with like being able to qualify for foot champs and like, maybe get silver and be able to open some packs and and dream about getting Messi or Ronaldo. But I mean, EA, I implore you, EA, to take this into account. I mean, you cannot allow people to like keep like hijacking the game and getting top 100 with multiple accounts. We find ourselves like facing pro players uh, in different phases or different incarnations, I would say, because you have to face them in their main account, and then you have to face them in a secondary account. Also, a lot of people, I think you should restrict like getting top 100 to one single account. You get a lot of people that they play games for other people, and they take those accounts to get good rewards. I mean, it's okay if you only did that once in one account, but I mean, you can't have somebody like getting top 100 in 3, 4 accounts, because that's killing the experience for someone that maybe it's trying to get to gold 3 for the first time, and they has to face that player with a regular squad, but it turns out that guy is a pro player, and then you get beat by that player, and that player has already obtained top 100 in a secondary account. That's something that you need to pay attention to if you want to make this a healthier environment where everyone has a first shot. Also, you need to fix the connection things. I mean, it's been years and years and years and years. We need you to fix, man. We need you to fix connection. We need you to put, I don't know, detectors when people, so that we can tell when people are deliberately, so that I mean, not we, but you guys can tell when people are deliberately lagging the connection to make it, to affect, the outcome of games. uh, I mean, it's been enough with people, like doing so many shady things, and and I think it's really, I mean, it really gets really crazy when you get people actually tampering with the actual gameplay to like manipulate the result of games. I mean, this is gonna be it, man. I'm just gonna call it a video, but I needed to get this out of my chest and like this out in the world, because it's crazy, man. It's crazy. EA, please take this into account, and please fix this, man, because it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. So many people, so many people are trying to play this game the right way, but I mean, all the cheaters are making it hell. You need to put a lot of like security measures to like, you know, uh, to stop people from doing these bad things. So this is it, man. I'm gonna call it a video. So please leave a like, subscribe. Tots are back. You know, I said I wasn't gonna be back, but I mean, it's team of the season. You know, everybody comes back. You know, COVID-19, you know, has made me come back to FIFA. So I mean, this is it, man. Much love, guys. Peace out. The Bigfoot is out.